Welcome to the Daily Hip Hop on Demand show. So today we got a new engineer on the show. So, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment. Like, comment, subscribe, follow down below. And we are out of here. Let's get it.
Like freestyling and stuff at school, and I was the only person on the block that basically had like a computer. So my buddy's cousin basically downloaded a software, Sonar. It was like software at the time.
Okay.
And I got into music that way. You know what I'm saying? Just watching him create on this thing. We didn't have like no mic, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we had the little computer mic that we used to plug in certain little things. So just watching them work off of that, I was like inspired, like, all right, cool, like, damn, we could actually create. I got into the creating of music, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say you got pretty far. You got a very beautiful studio right behind you. You're an engineer now and stuff.
Sure.
So now you got the hang of everything. So the next question is, when did you start rapping?
When did I start rapping? It was pretty, I dibbled and dabbled. Like, it was about like 8 years ago, somewhere around there, where I was just dabbling. I was doing more like the engineering.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just dabbling. And then basically, I think about like 5 years ago, like everybody that I was around just kind of like faded off the music. It wasn't really getting serious, but for me, I was just getting around people that, like it was becoming serious. You know what I'm saying? So just working around a lot of people that was doing things and moving up and climbing up the ropes.
Okay.
And just rubbing shoulders. And my content was like, all right, I feel like I could do this music thing. You know what I'm saying? So I always recorded myself, so I would just practice. You know what I'm saying? So stuff. It's just I was looking for always like original beats or producers and stuff like that to stay original, and then just basically went solo. And I think like the last 3 years, I took it real serious as like a solo artist. Really started diving in and trying to level up and
Okay.
big move.
Okay.
Like that.
So what are your biggest influences? You would say like your biggest influence.
Definitely the biggest influencers are basically, a lot of people that was above us. Like, you're looking at the Jay-Z's, the Nas. That's the era that I grew up with, like the Jada Kisses, artists of that era, the DMXs and stuff like that. But at that time, I wasn't even looking at music as, you know what I'm saying? So those were like, because you're listening to the music, you see how they're transpiring, how they're growing, certain things like that. And they became influences because you're kind of looking up to these guys as you're trying to reach accolades and levels and stuff like that.
And they some legends too. Like I feel like the music, like I always tell my boys, I was like, yo, the music back then like is way better than now. Like now everybody wants like it's all about drill. Like nobody wants to rap about, you know what I'm saying? They just want to prove to everybody that they're streets. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, drill may have, be the front runner in the style of rap, but there's still a lot of, like I said, in the studio, you see all kinds of things. You see all R&B, you see all range of things. So it's like, definitely the quality, I think of, I want to say quality, I would just say the music is easier to create now, as if before it was like, you didn't have access to studios and stuff like that as easy, as accessible it is now. So I think that's what it is the way where people that's able to do it themselves, put themselves on these streaming and distributing platforms and stuff, etc. like that, I think is what we're seeing, you know what I'm saying? And then every genre has their way, you know what I'm saying? Like South had it,
and then
California. Like everybody gets their way.
And then now it's like being a rapper also comes with, you know how like people when they get chains and like, like it's like it comes with like you gotta have like your mans with you, you know what I'm saying? Like it's dangerous now, you gotta be like you gotta be alert 24/7, like like what happened with Lil TJ, you know what I'm saying? Like just stuff like that. But like to me, I would just say like if I was like I would never you would never see me wearing a chain. You know what I'm saying? I would never even give you like I would just act like I'm normal. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people just have to be more alert now. Cause like now there's so many rappers dying and it's I think it's unfair. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, definitely it's gotten dangerous, but just as well as everything else got dangerous.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like people are sitting and getting robbed while they're eating and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I guarantee you, every place could say what's going on. Like I guarantee you, it got a lot more dangerous. And not necessarily. I don't think artists are just targets necessarily, but you know what I'm saying? It's kind of when people are flashing things and certain things like that. Like
it attracts.
There's other people out starving, and we will see that as what you know what I'm saying. As deep as people's situations, everybody's situation is different. You know what I mean? So definitely the little TJ situation and stuff like that. That's real sad for the look of hip hop and look of rap and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's carrying a genre and he's carrying a
New York
crowd and a fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like he supports music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like. I feel sad. Like the rappers dying like P&B Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I was so sad.
You know, the stuff like that is sad because you know these people got you know like these people got a gift and we're listening to their music and stuff like that. Like, but it's not everybody's in that same situation. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't avoid the situations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you just gotta move smart. Don't be posting where you at till like you gone. Like you know like back at like that. You know I watched like you know like the Florida beef like a little bit. Like let's say you know I'm not even gonna get into that. So we're just gonna talk about it. You know, I don't want So what inspiring like would you give to like any like words of wisdom would you give to like any upcoming rapper and producer?
Oh, words of wisdom. As far as it all varies. It depends because everybody's in all different levels and coming in at different points. But I would say like words of definitely keep your consistency. Strive for the best quality that you got at the time. You know, like never try to go above your means, meaning like don't build the roots of your house before you even have the foundation. Meaning like a lot of people like to put a lot of money into certain things and may not other things. So I think get an understanding, but definitely be consistent and then create stuff that you like. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of trying to come in and match somebody or something, you know, like, but just focus and always invest. Try to invest yourself, invest your lyrics, your everything. You know, just stay working on your craft. You know, stuff like that. Like that's what I could physically say. You know what I'm saying?
And then you just gotta believe in yourself also, because you know in the beginning, like when you tell people your goals, you know they look at you like you're stupid, but you know, but I feel like if you just believe in yourself, you're obsessed with it 24/7. Eventually, you know, shit gonna work out.
Nah, definitely, but just learn the field that you're playing. Like if it's a sport, think about it. When you learn the football, you're watching tape, you're studying the game, you're seeing these different things. It's the same thing with music because that's why you see a lot of artists get to a point where because a lot of money's not coming in, and then that's how starts dwindling down because they don't know the business side. As far as independent goes, you know what I'm saying? They're different when labels because sometimes artists are not seeing the money. Sometimes the artists are seeing that. We're not in their situation, so I can't speak to the situation, but learning the business and learning the longevity of it, I think would help a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In the long run.
So like, what's the how do you get in the mode like when you start rapping and producing like what gets you in your rhythm, like what gets you going? You get what I'm saying?
So like me, like just having the luxury of the studio, it's a little different. Like I hear something, like I just go do like some beats, and then I hear something that stands out, you know, that's sparking it, and that's like I kind of go for the thing. I pull the words out of you versus you gotta sit down, your head up.
Oh, okay, and then sit down and think.
Yeah. Sit down and think. To me, like I kind of like freestyle record as a, you know what I'm saying? Like I go freestyle it. I'll get it locked in, see if I like it, change it, whatever not, and then keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And right now, I just been on, you know, being like out of my box, meaning like whatever feature comes in or whatever beat that's diverse that like I like or whatever. Try to try to work it. You know what I'm saying? And put myself in a different league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know you gotta put yourself in other people's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely 100%.
What artists would you like to collaborate with in the future?
Right now, I would definitely love to collaborate with a lot of big artists. Definitely a lot of big artists, but more so like producers. I would want to, like Metro.
Our Metro is very hot right now.
Yeah. Like artists, just artists and producers, and you know what I'm saying. That like there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying. And if when the time's right, when situations happen, then, it'll become.
Don't worry, everything's gonna pop off. What's your favorite like rap album?
My favorite rap album. This is crazy, Kim. I was going through like the best albums, like hip hop albums, and I have a favorite hip hop album because like a lot comes to you know what I'm saying, comes to mind. But I would say my favorite rap year, like you could Google it and Google like I think it's like from 1984, the best hip hop albums of '84 all the way up. They have each year and all the albums that were dropped that year. Hip hop. I think like '96 was the best year.
96? Oh, I wasn't even.
No. I'm just saying that era of music.
Oh yeah.
96, a rough year to drop because you're battling DMX, you're battling Jay-Z, you're battling Nas, you're battling Outkast, then you're battling, you know what I'm saying? Missy Elliott. You had these big albums that it was like a rough year, like to be putting out music, and I think that was a rough era. You know what I'm saying? The albums that came out of that era, like 96, 97, like the Ready to Die and stuff like that, I think that were really powerful albums. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that, I have an era would be like 96, 97.
Yeah, I would say like music then was like different. It was all like lyrical. You get what I'm saying? You can understand it now. Like you don't really understand the music. Some of the music, it just be fast paced drill. Like I would say like right now, like what would like your top 5 favorite rappers are like right now, like the best, the hottest out right now, like the top 5 rappers are hot like out right now.
The top 5. Let me think of. I would definitely have to go with like a Jadakiss. Definitely have to go with Jadakiss.
For sure.
It's another. What I'm thinking. I would have to put Drake up there.
Drake is a legend, yo.
Who else? Who else? I'm fucking with Little Baby. Been fucking with Dirk.
Oh, Dirk is one of my faves, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely. Just to name one more, I can't think. Top 5 artists.
What about YB?
Huh?
Young Boy. What about Young Boy?
I don't know. YB too. Definitely. And like I would say, each one of them artists is like different things. Like YB was like last year he was beast with dropping music, album projects like just coming. Dirk and Baby had a big year, a great album. I think Drake's album that just dropped is a great album with 21 Savage. Like it was a mix. Like I feel like they each individually did great things, and that's why I named them just because it's. And then Jada like always is able to reinvent himself and stay up with the times and not, you know what I'm saying? Like always becoming. Definitely another one is Jim Jones. I'd have to put Jim Jones up there. Jimmy, give me Lights of the Youth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like how like those old heads, they be speaking like, you know, reality fact into the rapper. Because rapper now, like, instead of just focus on rapping and then like, because you're in a position where you could change your family's life. They worry about the streets. Like, why you worry about the streets? That's a fact that I would never understand. Like, focus on your craft, bro, and just like you're in a position where you could change everybody's life around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you put that in jeopardy? That's why I just never understand. Like, they want to be like street dudes so bad. Like, you don't have nothing to prove. Like, that's the way I see it. But you know, they want to be out here beefing with people.
But then you get into the situation with kind of like Thugger, like where Thugger wasn't hands on with half of the shit, but okay, for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's them situations as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just running the clean cut business and staying out of that. Like the saying, you can change. You have the power to change people's lives. You don't need to be playing in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Some people just play in it, and then unfortunately, things happen.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you whatever you do, eventually, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come out to the light. That's what I'm just saying. Like, always do right, because if you do right, you don't got nothing to worry about. You don't got nothing creeping up on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now he's in jail. You know what I'm saying? And then he's facing a charge, which I'm very sad for. And the thing is, if you're gonna do something, do it by yourself. People are always gonna fold. Like, you think if they offer like them like no life 80 years, they're not gonna snitch? Like, come on. I obviously, they're gonna look out for themselves at the end of the day. So you should look out for yourself and your family. You know what I'm saying? Just do good. Like, if you have money, you don't got no reason being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You're already getting money, but
But then you got the real ones like Bobby Shmurda and Ronnie
yeah.
Each other down. So you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the situation and the person.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. But they're day ones. But he's like, it's not like he grew up with them. You get what I'm saying? If they grew up, it would have been like a different story. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they thinking about their family. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think that you will always be good because you got bread. You get what I'm saying? Maybe their family don't. You know what I'm saying? So how do you manage to stay grounded despite your success?
How to stay grounded? Basically, because when you drop something that you think is like really really good or whatever, certain, you know what I'm saying, you're reaching these bars or whatever. The best way I think like to stay grounded is just know that it's not that's not the end. It's not the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Meaning in the sense of like once you reach a goal or whatever, don't let it get to your head. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like where some people are here for other reasons than others. You know what I'm saying? And then once they reach a point of where they feel they made it, then but they have to stay grounded and just keep reinventing and keep like basically trying new things and stuff like that and keeping yourself in check, basically.
And then keeping yourself motivated. Just keep working.
Yeah. Because the more you can keep working and stuff like that and trying, you might get complacent of you know what I'm saying? So,
never feel comfortable. Like is what you're trying to say, basically. Just always, always expect more and then work for more. So what's the hardest thing about being a rapper?
Right now, I think the hardest is understanding the ins and outs about the game. I think that's the hardest thing about becoming a rapper. Like, even rappers, like you hear rappers all the time getting jokes out of deals or certain situations and stuff like that, and it's just really, really not knowing the business and lack of business and stuff.
Okay.
That's what I do.
So, like, would you say you would stay independent, or if you had like let's say you had a deal, like, would you take it, or would you stay independent?
Like me, I would definitely stay independent, but maybe try to partner.
That's smart.
Something like that. But the independent, it's not about collecting 100% of everything or everything. It's really about creating and you putting everything that you have into this and get to a certain point and then allowing somebody else to just come take on and then take over from that and then kind of now you're splitting it with them or whatever the case, whatever the situation may be. It's like, I'd rather just stay independent, what I can do and just work and be able to build and get the understanding and the foundation myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that's smarter because when you're in a deal, like doesn't the label gets everything or whatever, even your YouTube views, everything.
Yeah. Like I was presented a situation, a deal, and I don't know if they didn't think I was going to get like a lawyer or not, so I had my entertainment lawyer look over it, and basically we redlined every single thing that we wanted to change it within the contract, and when we sent it back to them, they were like, all right, leave, sign it. Like, they were so quick to have me sign, and then that just showed me right then and there, like, what's going on, what's the angle. And I really thought it was through, seeing it through, and there was one thing that they wouldn't change. And there was one thing that they wouldn't change, and they wouldn't bend over, they just didn't even want to, but everything else was cool. And then I just seen that, I was like, that's not going to be a situation, because they're going to force me left when I think I'm going right. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm in a different area, I'm going into a whole different side where I'm like, I don't think that's going to work. I need the more beneficial that's going to benefit me in the long run versus just benefit the situation and then their pockets. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what I feel like labels, they don't, instead of looking out for the person, they look out for themselves, and then they get you in a deal where you're stuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where you're stuck, you're not making any money.
It's just a lack of understanding of the situation. If you're getting into a situation, you can't be rich and famous at the same time. So if you're thinking you can go sign with a label and become famous and all that, but if you want to get rich, you could also get rich through the label, or you can get rich independent. So it's not about the fame at that point. It's just more about being able to survive and be able to do things on a major scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love like labels like QC that have the foundation, have the support, and then have these partnerships that are able to help and really break artists and build artists up the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because like, as an engineer, like, I do a lot of the administration, distribution, publishing, and all that stuff like that myself. So I just see a lot like dead ends with a lot of things, and I'm like, well, why isn't these people speaking on this, or why isn't this being said, or why isn't people asking questions? I'm like, oh, they didn't know. So think about it like this. I think it was like $4.6 billion on unclaimed streams, royalties from Spotify last year. I don't really know the exact number, but I know it was something in the billions, around 4. And that's just a lack of them saying, hey, a lot of people think, oh, I go to DistroKid and put 100% of I get 100% of my royalties, right? So then you go to DistroKid, and then you realize, like, all right, I'm not getting paid on ABC. You don't even know what you're not getting paid on, and you're not getting paid, right? So then you start figuring it out, and you're like, oh, okay, I have the potential to collect 100% of my royalties, but I'm not collecting 100% of my royalties. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, oh, okay, and that's where the block side comes in, because all that money that's unclaimed that you're not getting is going to them. So that's how they're making these billions of dollars, by the people putting their music up and not properly situated with their paperwork and backend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of that stuff going on. And then I see a lot of stuff going sideways with features, where the feature is well off, and then the independent artist is not even confident on anything, and they're not even in anything. Like, it's just a lack of understanding at that point.
So let's say like the artist, right, isn't like a deal, right, and then you make the song, right? So and then let's say the song goes crazy, like does he cut you a check, or like how like does that work?
So it's like this. Once you're an artist, so like this. If I do a song and I put you on it, and I put your name on it, as soon as I put your name on the song, you're collecting 50% of that. Okay. And you're collecting, because you got to remember, there's 200% of the pond. There's the publishing side, and then there's the songwriting side. So you're getting 50% of the songwriting side, but the publisher, the person that put it up, was claiming acting like the publisher, that's on behalf of the publisher that uploaded it. They're the one that's collecting the publishing. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no way to take your portion of your percentage for your writers of that song. But here's the kicker, is like I said, is you can go onto a song and check, and there's information that you can go look and see there. You can realize, like, right now I was looking over my catalog, and I was like, nah, a couple of these songs ain't there, a couple of these are features. So when I went, I had to manually go look up the song, find it, and found it, and my name is nowhere on this song at all. So I had to identify it, show them the proof, show them all that, to show that I'm the artist. I was still getting paid for the artist portion, but I'm still 50% owner of that song. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. So my question is, how come they didn't? Were you the one that uploaded that song, or somebody else uploaded that song?
Somebody else uploaded it.
And they didn't even give you credit for that? That's crazy.
No, they just, sometimes people up and running done, but some people just do it feature with like Fred the Godson,
Mm-hmm.
and when I uploaded, like, no, you can't claim on behalf of Fred. Fred's our entity. He's a person. This and that. You see what I'm saying? So as soon as I registered it, they put all Fred's information. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it doesn't go vice versa. If the independent artist's information is not correctly, they're not situated. Their situation ain't right. It's not gonna happen like that. But Fred the Godson, his situation was right. So when I uploaded it, like, no, you can't claim on behalf of this artist, and you have to re-put the information and the credentials. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's crazy. Like you literally put your time into that, and then you're not even getting the credit you deserve for it.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of things that go on that people don't understand. And if I do a feature with somebody, it's not for me to make sure like, yo, your back end right. I can check and see if their back end's right. If it's not right, then I cannot here to fix it because everybody's in different positions. So everybody needs things different than others. You know what I'm saying? So to start and work with an artist and then have to do all their back, like that takes time. That you gotta figure that out. You know?
Okay. So what do you like to do in your free time, like, outside of music?
Now, like when I'm other than the free time or the music, I'm learning. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the industry or something like that. Learning about something that has to do with music versus watching interviews, podcasts. Like I'm just constantly staying updated. Like because really I'm usually working in the studio, 18-hour days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I try not to give myself a lot of free time, and then when I do, I fill it up. Like, because there's always something you can do with music, whether it costs money or don't. You know what I'm saying? So
that is true.
You can put a lot of time stuff that don't cost money that other people are getting paid to do, and it's the aggravating, the breeding, and uploading. It's just so much stuff that you can do. So, but
that's true. You can always work on your craft and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I like to update. You know what I'm saying? Just work on myself.
That is true. So do you have any upcoming projects? Do you have any upcoming projects?
Right now, I just dropped the project. Believe I dropped that a couple weeks ago. I think the last day of December.
Okay.
December 30th. I just dropped that. I had really good success with a record. Move Over. The basically intro of that song. I had real great success. I never shot a video for it because in the process of everything that was going on, transition and finalizing all the paperwork in December and everything, I never shot a video for it. But I just felt like, all right, cool. Let me make this little 5-bang EP. Put a couple songs together that I've been working on and showing people like what's new to come and certain things like that. I got a lot of projects in the works. I'm doing a project with a producer. He's a producer out here. His name is Mindless. He's right now changing the sound. He's got the wave right now as far as around here in Massachusetts, along with my dude Tito Beats. And then I got my guy Skev that's in your area, Jersey. And I'm doing a collaboration project with. He's a beast as well. He got a lot of big stuff about to come. So as far as that, then I got my man that's down from St. Croix. He's actually out in Atlanta right now. Prior Dan, we got a project locked in. So I got a lot of stuff locked in with a lot of artists, as well as waiting for producers. Producers, if you want to lock in, or artists who want to lock in, tap in. Get my email or whatever. Tap in with me and let's work and ready to.
Yeah, we'll post this on our Instagram channel, and then we'll tag your music and all your albums down below in the comments. So if anybody will want to, check you out, we'll also play your music towards the end of the thing. So, what can fans expect from you in the future?
Right now is just basically expect a lot of music, a lot of change, a lot of growth for the people that been with me for a minute. A lot of growth, just a lot of new stuff, different aspects of life. Right now, I'm just really heavy on helping the people around me. Going through tough times through like the COVID pandemic and stuff like that. Stuff like so. It's just about leveling up and getting to the next phase and it's just bettering your life. And like you're saying, waking up happy and being able to, go about your day and do the things that,
yeah,
stuff like that. So,
that's what's up. That's what I always tell. That's what I always tell people. I was like, yo, if you woke up and you're alive, yo, you gotta be happy because there's a lot of people that they didn't wake up this morning. You get what I'm saying? It should give you a little more drive to keep going, to reach your goal, and always have your goals. Never ever like set up for like don't ever feel ever comfortable in life. Like always want more. You get what I'm saying? There's always more.
no, definitely, like you said, touch on your goals, man. Just have them goals and get to them.
Okay. How can people find your music online?
My name is WIZHARDHITTIN. You could Google me. You can go to my website, my social media handles. That's everything is WizHardHittin. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, everything WizHardHittin.
Okay. One last question. Any advice for anyone that wants to become, a rapper, engineer, producer? Any words of advice?
The advice for artists is don't work too heavy on your sound. Make a couple of songs and then let people tell you what they're feeling and then make more of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists, because you got to think about it, a lot of artists are played at different times, like different vibes. So when you're driving in the car to the club, you're listening to something different than when you just broke up with your girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Different vibes. Pick a vibe and cash in on that vibe and stay in your lane with that and just go with that. Don't say, oh, I'm a singer today and then I'm a rocker tomorrow and I do this. You know what I'm saying? Being too diverse, it breaks you up. It's hard for people to stay with you because you got to remember when they're listening to you as a time and a place and a vibe, you're given a certain vibe. So if you look at your fan base, and you'll notice when you start talking to these people that they're in certain ways, in certain modes when they're listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because not everybody, like your fans are the ones that's going to be with you listening and keeping up with you and playing your music and have you saved to their playlist and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure. Any words before we go out?
Shout out all my people in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? That holding down Massachusetts. It's real soon. I got to link with y'all. Real appreciate y'all having me on too.
Anytime, our pleasure.
Rock with y'all. Like I said, new music to come. Tap in. Search me out on my website. Go to my website. Check out the new videos to come. We got a lot of stuff.
And then eventually we're gonna do a part 2 interview when my other boy Raphael is here. Eventually, because I'll be doing the interviews, but.
Okay.
All right.